Welcome to our latest update on the ongoing war in Ukraine from the War Insider. The main news from Ukraine on the morning of January 27th, 780 Russians were killed in the past day. A mass drone attack on all regions of Ukraine was prevented. In the occupied city of Mariupol was an explosion in a barracks with 200 Russian military personnel. Let's go through everything in order. The border with Belarus remains unchanged. The number of Russian forces is estimated to be between 50 million, 6,000, which is currently insufficient for an attack. The Eastern Group of Ukrainian Armed Forces spokesperson admitted the loss of Soledar. The loss of the city is not a disaster, as we are conducting a maneuvering war in order to exhaust the enemy and cause more losses. However, efforts should be made to address mistakes by properly assessing actions in Bamatsk and Yakovlevka, which led to the quick loss of the city. The enemy's strategy of simulating a main attack on Razdolivka also played a role. The Russians continue to carry out offensive actions in the direction of Bakhmut, despite numerous losses. Battles are still taking place in the area of Blagodetno and Red Mountain. No progress has been recorded in Bakhmut itself. Unfortunately, the enemy has had success to the west of Kleshevka. This may lead to the enemy's exit to Stupaki and Ivanovsky. On the Svatovsky direction, positional battles continue in the area of Novosilovskoye, Ploshchadka, Chernopopovka, and in the forests of Crimea. No changes have been recorded. On the Limanskoye and Avdiivskoye directions, the Russians also carried out unsuccessful attacks. The Avdiivsky section is mostly unchanged. In the area of Dachas, west of Nikolskoye, the enemy was able to take positions. Russian Marines are suffering heavy losses, but mostly sanitary. In Ugeldar, as of lunchtime on January 25th, the Russians did not break through. The Zaporozhye high sector unchanged. Russian artillery continues to show activity. Over the course of the day, the Russians carried out 21 air and 5 missile strikes. Additionally, 27 attacks were carried out with reactive systems of salvos. Ukrainian aviation carried out 14 strikes on areas of enemy concentration and 2 strikes on positions of its anti-aircraft missile complexes during the day. The defense forces of Ukraine destroyed a Su-25 plane, a Ka-52 helicopter, and 2 Orlan-10 type drones. Also, Ukrainian missile troops and artillery units have destroyed 1 command point, 9 areas of enemy troop concentration, and 3 enemy ammunition depots. Just in the last few days, about 100 wounded Russian soldiers have been brought to the Lugansk region's Starobelsk City Hospital, due to the hospital being overcrowded. After the first medical assistance, 300 are being transported to hospitals in the city of Lugansk and also on the territory of Russia. The occupiers in Gorlovka, Donetsk region are forcing workers of local so-called Republic enterprises to obtain Russian passports. In case of non-compliance by March 1, 2023, the workers are promised to be fired. The enemy continues to exert pressure and intimidate the local population on temporarily occupied territories. Thus, in the Janovsky district of the Crimean Republic, the occupiers conducted searches in the homes of more than 20 Crimean Tatar families and arrested 6 people, allegedly on suspicion of preparing diversions and terrorist attacks. In the night of January 26, Russia carried out a massive drone strike across Ukraine. The drones were successfully shot down by the Ukrainian Air Defense Forces. 15 of them were shot down over the capital city of Kiev. Joe Biden officially confirmed the shipment of 31 Abrams tanks for Ukraine and announced the start of training for Ukrainian military personnel, who will integrate new capabilities for their defense on the battlefield. The German Ministry of Defense noted that the first Leopard tanks will arrive in approximately 3 months. Training will be conducted with Ukrainian military first. The European Court of Human Rights recognized that Russia occupied part of Donbasses in 2014. The court unanimously decided that from May 11, 2014, Russia seized part of Donbasses. Thus, the ECHR has the right to consider Ukraine's lawsuit against Russia regarding the war in Donbasses. This decision will help bring Russia to accountability for the occupation of our territories, violations of human rights, and other crimes, noted the head of the OP, Andriy Yermak. In the occupied city of Mariupol, There was an explosion in a barracks with 200 Russian military personnel yesterday evening, reported the advisor to the mayor of Mariupol, Petr Andriushenko. This barracks was based on 200-plus occupiers of Caucasian appearance, Dagestan or Kadyrov soldiers. It is currently impossible to establish the number of enemy losses, but it is certain that they exist and are not insignificant, reported Andriushenko. This is all the news for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. We'll be back with more updates and information tomorrow. Thanks for watching.